Ever wanted to travel across country for a vacation? Scenic drives that don't break the bank. The Blue Ridge Parkway in Virginia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. There's so many ways to enjoy the Blue Ridge Parkway. Bicycling, stories from the road. We have the Spring 2022 event in Blue Ridge, visiting Blue Ridge Parkway in winter. You can do that too. Just amazing things you can do along the Blue Ridge Parkway. Claw of the Dragon road trip. This looks interesting. Learn about Witherville. Never heard of Witherville before. I-81 South, I know that. I've been up and down that quite a few times. Look at all this stuff that you just never knew about till you had the internet. Looks like a Civil War reenactment, I'm guessing. You should always research before. And it actually has an app that you can download onto your phone. So touring historic sites, and on the parkway, off the parkway, visiting waterfalls. Probably has some information about that. Let's open it up in a new link and check it out. Waterfalls along the parkway. Warning, waterfalls are beautiful but dangerous and slippery. Oh, look, they have them all Big Meadows Lodge. You can go to that. Along the Blue Ridge Parkway. Nice big lake there too. Here's some events and also some discounts. Military gets 15% off vacations at Montfair Resort Farm. Appalachian Backroads, Bison, Swain, all sorts of places to find out information about Blue Ridge Parkway. Another thing for traveling and scenic highways is the 101 on the West Coast. And that goes all up and down the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington. You can go way up. Personally, I think that a fine trip is from San Diego to San Francisco, that you can chop up into a few places and go doing that. And they get driving the Coast Highway in 3 days. 3 days is pretty ambitious to drive the entire highway. I would recommend taking more time, and take your time. And let's see if they have an app for this one. I think they did. Is there an app? You can also get all sorts of information on Google and TripAdvisor, all places to get information on driving the 101 or Highway 1, because it goes back and forth interchangeably. And down in San Diego, it becomes the 5. Here's some scenic spots along the highway. Albertine, Forks, Long Beach Peninsula, Olympic National Park, Port Angeles. As you can, this is, if you do it in 3 days, you're going to be missing a lot of these spots. Seattle, Sequim, Westport, and coastal highway stops in Oregon, Astoria, Bangor, Brooklyn, Cannon Beach, just all sorts of places. And then California, Balboa Island. So this was going from the north south. Balboa Island, Big Sur, and then on the state, it's in alphabetical order, not necessarily the order along the highway, because Cambria is to the north, Balboa Island, Big Sur, Bega, maybe not, and Del Mar, Encinitas, Eureka. Yeah, Encinitas is north of Del Mar. It's in alphabetical order. Eureka, Hearst Castle, way north, Huntington Beach, Laguna Beach, all sorts of great places to visit. Now, ways to save money are you do your research, you could tent along the way, you could get rentals. I didn't like the 101 information on this site needed to be updated. Now, Enterprise also has a road trip from San Diego to San Francisco, which really came out nicely. And they have information about San Diego, Malibu, Santa Barbara, just places to stop. Santa Barbara, just outside LA, not too far. San Luis Obispo, that is beautiful area up there. Cambria, also beautiful area. Monterey, I've never been there, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. This would be definitely a place to go, the Monterey Aquarium. San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. The funny thing about San Francisco, from San Diego to San Francisco, you think you're way north in California, and yet you're only halfway up the state. Only lived here for about 4 or 5 years before I realized that. And road trip, that's the same road trip. We have the Sun Road National Park in Montana. Now, this is a unique ride for people to take, and it is in a park, and it's ticketed, time ticketed, and you need to make a reservation to do this trip. Amazing, though. This is actually a picture of the road. Winter, and I think they had summer. Here's summer, winter. It looks like almost the same stretch, too. No thanks. I'm allergic to snow. And then they have an audio tour. And was this page helpful? Now you can download the National Parks app and have a lot more information about driving the Sun Road and going to the Sun Road in the National Park in Montana, Glacier National Park. They have some alerts here, which are always nice to check out. Going to the Sun Road, sun plows, road construction. Didn't say what the alerts were, though. Alerts, going to the Sun Road. Make sure to check the road conditions and check them out before you go. Also, if you go, you might want to do some camping along the way. Look at all these campsites. And this is the Glacier National Park map. Any one of these sites, let's see, does it Quartz Lake campsite? Does it come up and give me information on it? No. Can we pull it down from here? No. How to get to the national? How do I get to the park? How do I know if the roads are open? That'd be a nice one to know. Many roads within National Park are seasonal. Route 66, taking a trip on Route 66. This is an iconic travel because this goes through many states. It goes through Illinois, let's see, turn by turn, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. This is a long trip. It is a great trip to be. It's a once-in-a-lifetime trip to take. Well, not really once in a lifetime. You can do this quite a bit if you wanted to. And then here's some of the history, turn by turn, gallery, photo gallery of places to go and maybe stop along the way in Illinois. Let's take a look at that. Look at that. You got Stanley Cortell, and then all sorts of historical places to visit. Blues Brothers. That's Illinois. Let's go back to the gallery. And then Missouri. One of these actually, oh, look at that. St. Louis, Missouri. Stainless steel arch. Then we have Kansas. Lots to see along Route 66. Route 66 navigation. Look at this. You can download all that stuff. The guide, free guide will help you with your planning. Now, can we get it? Oh, free to download. There you go. And they even have videos to watch. Back to the gallery. We're in it. Arizona, New Mexico. I think Texas is the place that I wanted to. All right, the gallery. And I want to do the right there, Texas. This place, Cadillac. At Cadillac Ranch, writing graffiti on otherwise spray painting on the Cadillacs is encouraged. Helps prevent rust, probably.